All right, so big news, as y'all know, official visit season is here. Yes, sir. Another big one, Anthony Davis Jr. from Grayson. I did not get a chance to see them this year. You know what I'm saying? In terms of their spring practice, I did see them obviously in the state championship game. I seen him obviously last spring, man. But the kid is a stud. I did get a chance to actually see him at the UA camp in Atlanta. He was doing his thing there too. So looking at a really, really good prospect, man. Obviously, Ant Davis Jr. 4-star for a reason, man. I think sometimes he don't always get the shot that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he plays with Tyler Atkinson, who's the heavily sought after, heavily coveted 5-star linebacker. But Anthony Davis is him too. Speaking of him, let's talk about that top 5. Top 5 is Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Ole Miss, and Michigan, right? All really good programs. When we look at linebacker U and some of the top programs that have been producing linebackers, you got to start obviously with Alabama. Now, new era, new regime, obviously we know with Kalen DeBoer, but still got outstanding players there. Jahad Campbell, obviously played a little bit of outside linebacker, edge rusher. We know what they can do there, right? Auburn's an interesting pick here. I feel like, in my opinion, I don't have any intel that Auburn is the favorite here for Anthony Davis Jr., but it's still got to go through his official visits and see what happens there. Florida is in this conversation. One of the reasons I'm doing this video. So they have a potential shot and a chance at Ant Davis Jr. Ole Miss is another team that's gotten better and better over the last few years, right? Producing at that position, producing at the edge rusher, defensive line position over the last few years. And then obviously Michigan. You look at what Michigan's been defensively. They're a behemoth. Obviously won the national championship a couple years ago. All a really good top 5 for obviously a linebacker. Now, this is per 247 Sports. Maybe it'll be different on his Twitter page, but these are the teams that have obviously OV set up with Ant Davis, right? He's starting off this weekend, which is today, at Auburn. That's the first team. Like I told you, I feel like that is the favorite here for his recruitment. Then you're going to have Ole Miss. He's going to visit on June 6th. You know, so that's coming up. And then 2 weeks later, June 20th, he's going to officially visit Alabama. So, again, we're going to see what happens here. Obviously, it's going to be very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? To see what happens. They already got, obviously, a linebacker committed, but he's been entertaining others and visiting. And obviously, Shadarius Tootle, who's obviously committed to Auburn. So, Auburn's an interesting pick there. But again, I feel like that is the favorite currently constructed right now for his services. Will he obviously set up an OV to Florida? Will he set up an OV to Michigan? This is per 247. This is what they got obviously set up. We will find out to see if he sets up those OVs potentially with them. Now, going through the stats this past year for Grayson, remember they won the state championship this past year. One of their better teams, I think, in their program history. 4 state championships total now. Anthony Davis did go off second most tackles on the team besides Tyler Atkinson. Went off for 105 tackles, 15 tackles for a loss. He had 10 quarterback hurries and 3 sacks this past year. Again, a guy that's continuing to refine and improve his craft. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get a guy that's a hard worker, very smart, cerebral type linebacker, can blitz, come downhill, also can play in coverage, a part of his game that he's gotten better and better at. So he checks a lot of boxes, man. But it's going to be interesting to see as he kind of settles down, picks his choice eventually with his final top 5, what happens. And for Florida and the Gators fans that follow me, will he set an OV? That's the biggest question there. Will he set an OV to just go out to the swamp and see the Gators? We will find out, man. That's going to be interesting to see. I feel like this is a battle and a test right now between the 2 Alabama powers, Auburn and Alabama. I feel like those are the 2 that are in the running right now at the top for Anthony Davis. Again, no intel, just my personal opinion. But y'all comment down below y'all thoughts.